Prime is about a girl who goes to a utopian farming community and things are not exactly what they seem.
What inspired you to write this film?
Well, I started as a makeup artist, and I was on set one day, and it just so happened there were a lot of vegetarians and not as many meat eaters. And someone passed me a meat meal and said, "Is this your meat meal?" And I got really weirdly defensive about it, and I was like, "Yes, but I don't eat meat all the time, and I try to make sure it's ethically sourced." And I got so weird about it, and just
Why
kind
did
of
you get so weird about it?
That's what this film is trying to unpack a little bit. It's sort of a cope for my guilt for eating meat.
What genre is it?
Well, I wrote it as a comedy, but everyone's telling me that it's horror, so do with that what you will.
So, what's the confusion?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but I think I wanted everything to be grounded in reality, and so to me the jokes are played very straight because reality is very funny.
So for the cinematography, what did you want for this film? What discussions did you have with your cinematographer?
My cinematographer Josh is a beast. He is so talented, so amazing, and there's lots of very large open spaces and landscapes, and we wanted to really capture that, but also have it feel claustrophobic at the same time. It was really cool to work with Josh in sort of making the fence around the playground, but letting him kind of go nuts with what he wanted to do. And there were moments where it was just like, oh, I really want to get that shot. And I was like, well, you got 15 minutes before lunch. Can you make it happen? And then that's the shot that's on the poster. And, it's one of our favorite shots in the movie, and he did it.
Do you use any particular camera movements to express a particular feeling or an idea?
Well, everything is really steady throughout, and we were on tripods for everything except for the last scene. We wanted it to feel really chaotic, and that's when we went handheld. Okay. And that was a lot of fun because it looks so different from the rest of the movie, and it really captures, without giving anything away, the feeling that we wanted it to convey.
The music, what did you go for?
So my composer Jan is amazing, and we wanted there to feel like almost, because everything is very organic, we wanted there to be some synthetic feel, and we I'm still trying so hard to not give spoilers, but like one of the characters is sort of like a godlike character, and he actually got a choral group in Russia to do some notes for us, and it fits so well into it. And my sound designer, that was probably the most fun I had with Ben, another person who I had met on set before, and he really went all out and really listened to what I wanted and found way, like I was like, oh, is there any way that we can make like at some point like a rabbit screaming, and how he incorporated that in, it sounded almost mechanical. It was really, really crazy.
How did he do it?
There were these sort of glitch bits in the film, and he kind of like chopped them up, and if you've ever heard a rabbit screaming, it's a really terrible sound.
No.
And
I've heard foxes scream.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not something you want to hear, and they only scream for a reason, so it's bad. But he really made the parts we wanted to feel visceral feel really visceral, so he's a champion.
Were there any happy mistakes? Things that didn't quite go to plan, but then ended up working really well?
Happy mistakes. No, everything went perfect. Well, I mean, I think, there was one night where the generator went out.
Yeah.
And my producer, Blake, is amazing and kind of shielded me from that. And we had to use lights in such a way, and I was like, oh, well, why aren't we doing that, what we had planned? And he was kind of like, well, look at the house, and the house is completely dark. Luckily, we were shooting outside, but looking on monitor, it looks so much better than it did before. So
that's a happy mistake.
Yeah, that is a happy mistake.
What are the main themes, and is there a particular message that you want to send the audience?
I mean, I think just thinking about food and thinking about where our food comes from, I guess. It's dealing with a lot of like heavy themes, but I never wanted it to be preachy. I just wanted it to be kind of like a fun movie that maybe I would like people to see the movie and then afterwards, like, go have dinner and argue about it. That would be my dream. Yeah, people, whether they like it or only love it, you know, they can talk about the ending and what they thought about it.
Anything in the pipeline?
Writing the feature version of Prime.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, trying to get that going. So manifesting that, and it's about halfway done. So it's really exciting.